Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of So What's Been Happening. This one is episode 222. It's a great one. It's going to be an exciting one tonight. It is Thursday, the 11th of June. Thanks to everyone that joined me the other night for a chat to the Vors. So we're jamming in two this week, which is really cool, just because we can. And the Great Falls have got a new single out in the next couple of days, which is awesome to hear. Let's without further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's bring the guys up. Sam, Liam and Lillian, 3 of the 5-piece that is Great Falls. G'day guys, welcome.
Hey Aaron.
Hello. Hey.
Thanks for joining me on a Thursday night when everyone probably should be rehearsing.
Thank you for having us. We should be rehearsing, but you know, when you call, we get out of the rehearsal room and we go, we've got better things to do.
Beautiful. It's really exciting to be able to spend a bit of time with you, having a chat about releasing new music, which is really cool.
Releasing new music is very cool.
Yeah, anytime you can get to release new music is really cool. And I just want a quick shout out before we start to Ed Aitchison from Wild Gift PR, who connected the dots here amongst this. And it's pretty good to have someone in your stable doing all that hard stuff, and so you guys can do what you do and write and record beautiful music.
Yeah, Ed's awesome. We first came into contact with him about a year ago, and he reached out to us about working together, and the timing didn't quite fit with us with releases. And so we just wanted to sit and wait a bit. And then for this release, we thought, you know, we'd always admired what he did and reached out to him, and he's a great guy and he does a great job, and he's a great, I'm saying great a lot, Great Falls. It's like we're in Great Falls. It's like the one synonym I have for everything.
Staying
on theme, exactly. But yeah, he does a good job for independent voices.
He sure does, and long may it continue to Wild Gift PR. Great stuff. All right, let's talk great for a second. Let's kick off with the band name. Where did it come from? Great Falls, interesting title. Where did it land, and where did it come from?
I think we tried to roll through a couple of names early on, and we never found one that really stuck very well. And we were out at our friend's house. I think it might have been when they were living out in Templestowe. And a friend of ours, like pretty young at the time, son Casper.
Yeah.
He ran it like I think he actually gave us the full name.
We'd had too much champagne and beer, and we were trying to think of the band name, and it was just too contrived because, you know, when you're adults, you just think of things you overthink things, and they end up being really lame. And, you know, kids have more of a stream of consciousness. And I think Casper was watching Daisy play with a Humpty Dumpty toy, her Humpty Dumpty stuffed toy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then Casper turned to Liam and he said,
he just said that we should call ourselves Great Falls, and then it kind of works because it's like a ridiculous concept, but it doesn't sound sort of childish.
Yeah.
So sort of, I don't know. It kind of worked because it kind of, I don't know. It has a very kind of neutral sort of sound to it.
Yes. So we're named after our friend's children's Humpty Dumpty stuffed plushy toy because Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Pretty rock and roll.
Absolutely. There's no more rock and roll than Humpty Dumpty, surely.
Yeah.
Who just on that? Who is the Humpty Dumpty in the band? There's got to be one then. Who gets that badge?
Oh.
In terms of they always fall over, they're clumsy, or in terms of they've got all the king's horses and all the king's men on speed dial?
You can dob them in however you feel like.
I'd probably fall over the most.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
There's always someone in the band that trips over a pedal or a lead or a step on stage.
Yeah. But, you know, Sam has a good snare sound, so we'll keep him. We're happy.
Yeah.
All his falls and flaws, but a perfect sound. So that's exactly what you want.
So that's
that's why I stay seated the whole gig.
Actually, so he doesn't fall. He sits down on the drum kit.
All right, we're going to kick off with the latest single that's about to drop into the big world. Talk to us a little bit before we play a bit of it. Blue Bricks, where did that come in amongst your journey?
I feel like you got to.
Blue Bricks was a bit of a rambling tangent of mine that I'd written lyrics for, hadn't really got the music together for. I am a half Assyrian, half Australian woman, and I visited Berlin a long time ago, maybe 8 years ago now, and I went and I saw the reconstruction of the Ishtar Gates at the Pergamon Museum in Berlin. And, you know, I've never, even though I heavily identify as an Assyrian Australian, I've never actually been to Baghdad, which is where my father is from, just because of the obvious socio-political economic situation that is engulfing the world at the moment. So I feel it's like this strange push and pull of my cultural identity and heritage, where I feel very connected, but then also I've never been there. And on the plane home, I was thinking about how you can feel so connected to things in different ways, in a generalist sort of perspective and view, but also it being strange because you're like physically, geographically, and perhaps, you know, for whatever reason, you're not as close to it as you think. Anyway, the poor boys, I went in with this idea of a song, and we always go in and we workshop things and we, you know, change it. And then we got Blue Bricks, which is pretty, it's what it is.
Yeah, kind of shaped it together in a rehearsal room.
Yeah, you know,
quite a collaborative,
yeah,
like writing process.
Yeah,
in terms of like all the rest of the arrangement of the song.
Just broke it apart musically. They broke it apart musically and they put it all back together. And and then Danny Sang, who's our fifth member, he's our violin player. He actually lives in Perth, so we don't get to see him usually at all, and we record just interstate. Like we send him our tracks and then he sends his parts on top. So Blue Bricks and our last single, Radio Inactive, that we released in November, we actually was like the first time we got to record with him actually in the studio. And I think that these tracks, everyone's been commenting about the energy of them and how it sounds different. And I reckon it's because it was like the first time.
Because we got to all be in a room at once playing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll come back to that in a sec. Let's hear it and hear what it's got to offer. Blue Bricks, here it is.
Do you believe in hell and angels? Do they come to you at night? You said one time I was so fucking high. Not sure what you meant or who you want to be. you got down.
Sorry, guys, pressing a couple of extra buttons there. I shouldn't be pressing, but we got there. It's beautiful. And how does it feel to kind of sit back and reflect on a few of those images in amongst that, parts of the recording, the album cover, couple of obviously credits there for the album cover itself. Zoe Grogan, I think I've got that right. And for the album cover, and the photography in that we used in those for Vendetta Martini. Just talk to us a little bit about the magic of capturing some of that recording, and also touch on the artwork for Great Falls for that song Blue Bricks as well.
I might touch on the artwork and you two can talk about the recording. Is that cool?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, we've known Zoe Grogan for a really long time. We've always really admired her work. She's a really successful Australian visual artist, and we've always wanted to work with her, but we haven't had, the right excuse or perhaps the right song or anything. So yeah, we reached out to her when we did this single, and you always kind of sheepishly ask people like, hey, do you want to be part of my band single release? Like, we hope you think it's cool, and like we think you're cool. It feels like kind of pseudo dating in a professional arena or something. Anyway, she matched with the single and she liked it. I said to her, you have to listen to the single before you say yes, because I don't want you to put your artwork to something you think is crap. And yeah, luckily she said yes. And that image really resonated with us. There were a lot to choose from her catalog, but yeah, we chose that one, and her gallerist Dane Singer gave us the big green light. So big thank you to Dane. And yeah, Zoe, that's the artwork. And our friend Toby Cameron Hooper, he's been our longtime designer. He put on the text and everything that you see on that work. So yeah, it's just really cool. We love it. So yeah, I think Zoe's amazing. Shout out to Zoe Grogan.
Perfect. And just before we do touch on the recording, just talk to me about the songwriting process for that. And now that, in such far distance that these two countries are, do you feel like you've kind of helped draw this kind of connection together for yourself to maybe, start a journey for you to maybe one day embark on that journey to go back there to check and see what the place is about? What's the big connection for you there? Obviously your family and history roots, but talk to me with writing that song and that connection. Do you feel like you've kind of built yourself a little bit of a bridge to now discover?
Yeah, that's such a good question, Aaron. No one's asked me that yet like that. I think I'm not sure if I'll go there. I mean, the world at the moment seems like a really turbulent place, regardless of what country you're from, where you're from, political. There are certain political leaders at the moment that feel really unhinged and turbulent. So I'm not sure if international travel is something I'm really looking at the moment outside of touring. Obviously, I'd love in 20 or 30 years for not to sound like a total hippie, but for the world to be less turbulent politically everywhere. and there to be calmer waters for everyone. But I think writing songs about themes like this, I guess it does bridge or help me make sense of questions that I think about, or things that I think about, like this push and pull of being close to something, but then actually not having, been there. And that kind of, I like to break things down in my mind through writing lyrics and songs like this, and having a push and pull of it being serious. But then, like with this song, I didn't want to be too serious. So there are some lines in there that I purposely tried to write to make the guys laugh in the studio when they're like, oh, Lil's brought in just another really serious song, and then I put in a line about smoking doobs in my backyard, and they all have a giggle, and I go, yeah. So I think anybody, painting something or writing something, or it's me deconstructing an idea in my mind and trying to make sense of it 100%. So have I made sense of it yet? I don't know, but I really like the song, and I like the ideas, and I like where it takes me and my thought process.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful pen to paper to start that journey, whatever that may be. Maybe that's the journey of just travel in general, and maybe it's only inside Australia touring the Great Falls. We're blessed to have you here. That's all I can say.
Thank you. But I'll let the guys talk to you about recording.
Sure.
So we recorded this with Paul Mabry at he's got a studio in Fairfield called A Secret Location Sound Recorders. So a lot of those photos are from there. And we've recorded with Paul quite a few times now. So I think everything we've done is there, right?
Yeah.
So I think it just made, like, we did our first kind of couple of songs with Paul, and it just made a lot of sense. He's very collaborative without kind of being too like producery.
Yeah.
He can really draw something out of you. I think his ethos is really like very much around like the band plays together in a room. He doesn't even use headphones. You actually play in a room with some speakers to hear the guide vocal, and which is like quite unusual. But it really works. And then he records to tape. It's just a very like old style way of recording a song.
Yeah.
But you get that thing of like when it's a band that plays together a lot, like there is a different energy to like if you were to layer something where everyone plays their part separately and then it all gets stuck together.
So if you stuff up, you got to start again, Aaron. And, that can be...
Make everyone else do it
Make
again.
everyone else do it again. It's like, it's pretty crazy, but I think it creates a good sound.
Yeah. Or if you're like me, just don't tell anyone you made a mistake. Just play it off, and then you don't have to do another take.
See, he's sitting down. He can play it off.
Yeah.
He can play off his mistakes because he sits down. We
Still
can't.
look at my face too close. But yeah, I also chucking those photos together with the songs. It was nice to see them, and that experience, that recording experience, is also just a really sweet one. So, and it's always nice to see Danny, because we just don't see enough of him.
Yeah, there's definitely something beautiful and special about almost a live recording type aspect where you're in a room just creating magic, and that's kind of what I see and feel in what you guys have put together in Great Falls, and we're going to see a little bit more of that right now with 30,000 feet. Here it is.
Thank you.
Boarded a plane, I didn't know what else to do. One foot in front of another, just breathe, you get through. seatbelts tied, my heart was beating fast. I just want one more embrace. I just need one more embrace. As the wheels pushed up from the ground, it all came flooding back. The floodgates in my mind were breaking down. High in the sky, I was among the clouds. I'd do anything to be yours. Can't you see you're breaking me down? You took my hand as we took off. I felt my stomach drop. That night my heart was open wide as we sat soaring 30,000 feet up in the sky. You say you're going crazy now. You wanna leave this house, the four walls that keep bringing you down. New start, clean slate. I just worry all these problems are yours. They won't dissipate. You took my hand as we took off. I felt my stomach drop. That night my heart was open wide as we sat soaring 30,000 feet up in the sky. I'll fly home tonight, even though I'm afraid of heights. Tonight I'm flying home tonight, even though I'm afraid of heights. I'll fly home tonight to pick up the pieces of your fucked up life. Tonight I'm flying home tonight, even though I'm afraid of heights. I'll fly home tonight, even though I'm afraid to fly. And I'm flying home tonight, even though I'm fucking afraid of heights.
Amazing. Oh, to be so afraid of heights with such a sense of fear, but all for a purpose.
Yep, definitely. It was a big fear. I had a big fear of flying. It was crazy, but I've gotten over it now, which is nice. Maybe it's writing about things and putting them into songs with dominant chords in the bridge.
Yes, absolutely. Has something come to you on a wing and a prayer and a thought at 30,000 feet that you can
Maybe
remember?
that's where I do my best songwriting. I wrote
Hmm.
Blue Bricks on a plane.
Hmm.
Maybe it's all the nutritional airplane food they give us that does
Yes.
things to my brain.
That positive airflow, hey?
Yeah. All the farts in the cabin.
It's a scary thought. Now I know why you don't like to fly. But some good things happen on flights, and magic like music. Too much thinking time can happen, but that thought-provoking time can be a good challenge if you use it positively. You're lucky enough to be able to write lyrics and songs and a real outpouring of emotion in amongst some of those songwriting journeys. It's a pretty positive way, and there's positives and negatives to look at all outpouring of emotion, but to be able to record it in a song, and it's pretty special talent.
Thank you, Aaron. That's nice of you to say so. I'm not sure I don't know. I see it as affliction that we all have that we can't shake and we love a lot, and it just is the way our brains work. It's people always comment about being musical or being a musician and how it's oh wow, people say, oh, I'm not musical, oh, I can't write lyrics, and I can't sew, I can't play football. I see it all as they're just skills. But yeah, I think it's I don't know, it's something we do, we can't live without it, and we love it, so we do it. So it's nice that it resonates with you and people who have been listening and supporting us from when we first started.
Sure, that one goes back a couple of years.
Yeah. It does. And it was so cold that day filming that video clip. Where were we? Lederderg National Park, and our friend Luke Vira, who does a lot of our videoing and things for us, he was like, I've got the best idea. It was the middle of winter, I think, and he's like, we're going to film at nighttime at this national park. And we were like, all right. But I just remember I couldn't feel my fingers and I couldn't tell what I was playing because it was so cold.
There's also, I'm pretty sure most of the strings off that guitar snapped.
Ended up snapping because it was
just
so
because
cold.
It was, because the temperature was fluctuating too much as well. But yeah, the coats weren't for show.
The coats weren't to look cool.
freezing.
It was just because we couldn't survive without the coat.
Yeah. And
Necessity, pure necessity. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Talk to us a little bit about collaboration, guys, as a band, a 5-piece. You mentioned to be not always in the same room and to be very much I wouldn't say it's not been done before, but it became the norm almost during that COVID and post-COVID period where songs and tracks got thrown around different parts of the world. The difference between that and the magic of being able to write and record in the same room. Talk to us about the structure kind of component versus something that's maybe a bit more organic now.
I think so. I guess like that song that we were just listening to, that one was, we recorded most members in one room, and then Danny recorded his parts over the top, and I think
From Perth.
Yeah, and I think it can definitely work. It's just it's a different thing. It's like I've done a bit of that sort of thing in like other projects and stuff where you sort of send stuff around, and it can be a really good way of writing, like because that the person who's got the recording's got enough time to really like mull it over and have a bit of a and like work out parts. But I still, I think I always come back to like how much better it sounds to me when everyone has been able to record together.
You've got more room to move, and
you play off each other.
Yeah, and you change. Even when you're in the studio, you play off each other and you change things, and like
you change what you're playing sometimes. I remember I've done that multiple times where like a guitar part I had maybe clashed with the violin part, and I realized I needed to like simplify it, or so you actually end up writing at the same time and like modifying what you're doing to sort of make it fit with what someone else is doing. And it just like, you can do it in real time. If you're doing it, if you're sending stuff back and forth, you've got a bit more. It's a bit it takes longer to kind of work it out.
And you've got less give and take, you know, you just have the cuts that you have, and you've got to make do with the cuts that you have, which is great. You know, Danny's an amazing musician. We're really lucky to have him and play with him. He has a wonderful ear, and he's just like, super musical, can do everything. So, but yeah, it does. It's.
You have what you have, and you kind of have to like make it fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And do you kind of feel now that you've got a balance really of that kind of structured component versus almost an experimentation kind of feel, you know, where it improvised a little in amongst your stuff?
I'd say like even just like comparing those two songs, it's nice listening to that song. I haven't listened to it in a while, and we actually started playing it at recent gigs. And it's just a bit more of a fun one, and it just kind of like travels along, and it's probably a bit rockier than our general stuff. But then when you're talking about Blue Bricks, that like latest track, I think that one is a little bit more intricate, and we move a little bit more between the parts and the songs. And that's kind of off the back of having played together for a few years now, and being able to try and say, okay, we still want to have those, you know, we want drama in the music, but we also want to try and make it accessible and try and make it come together in a nice way. So I think when we do that writing process in rehearsals, it tends to come together pretty quickly these days. Yeah.
And, you know, it's why we love recording with Paul so much, and why we keep going back to him, Paul Mabry, is because, you know, with Blue Bricks, you know, you sing the chorus, or we record the chorus, and he goes, "Nah, we're going to double track, go back in there and record another, we're going to double track it, we're going to triple track it." And you go, all right. And you know, now we've been working with him for a certain amount of years. He has a good sense of our vibe, and, you know, he knows how and when to push us and how to add extra things. And, you know, so Paul, the double tracking in the vocals was Paul's suggestion in the chorus. You know, and these things that just working with people over a certain amount of years, you start to understand people and their capacities, and it
you know how to get the best out of somebody.
So it's interesting. We love having Danny in the studio, obviously, but, you know, we make it work because we just really love playing together as a band, and we don't want to change that. And
and that magic of someone recording it, or even the mastering component, you know, it's a really important factor of that. And when you're comfortable with those kind of people and you can believe in them, they really become part of that 6th and 7th part of the band in a 5-piece band. And that's where the magic comes in. Then you got the creativity in relation to the visual components, and it ties the whole project together, and is the beauty of the final product, I guess, in the end. So talk to me about Blue Bricks and where that now fits in your journey, and what's kind of to come. Is it part of a bigger EP type project or album? What can you enlighten us with for the future?
We are going to release a record. Don't ask us when, because we're happy to just take our time. We've been really into taking our time lately, which has been a fun thing, just to not put pressure on, you know, releasing things quickly. And, you know, not to say that that's a bad thing. I really admire people that can just push out an album and I listen to it and I go, oh my God, this is the coolest album ever. How did they write this in a week and record it? But I think for us, we like to take our time and really work the songs and then rework them and things. So Radio and Active, which we released in November last year, and Blue Bricks are 2 singles that will be on an album that we are currently recording. We've recorded about half, a third,
about a third,
2/3 of the record, 1/3 of the record with Paul. And so we're writing music at the moment and just going into the studio and recording a few songs with Paul, then writing some more music and going in. So yeah, that's going to be really exciting, and we're looking forward to getting that together. But we don't want to get it together in a rush. We really want to be happy with what we write and make sure every song on there is something that we're really into.
Yeah.
Perfect. Seems like that brick analogy, hey? One brick at a time.
Yeah, as long as we don't fall off those bricks like Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah,
that's right.
We all
All
need
right,
a drum.
let's go with Radio Inactive. Here it is.
to pop you. Patch me up, send me off, but we both know my stitches tend to pop. But I feel
we're going to cut the next couple just a little short to leave you hanging, to make sure you jump on and check out the great music from Great Falls. That great word is catching tonight.
It's a great word, Aaron.
It is. All the great things happen, and this is one in amongst you. 3 tonight. So thanks for joining me once again. It's very special to have 3 of you in the same room talking music and talking about releases and reflecting a little bit on the journey it's been, and the journey it potentially and should become into the future. So it's always good to release music. So what do you think's been really a defining, or has there been a defining moment kind of in the band's journey so far?
I mean, I think that when we wrote Radio Inactive, that really felt like a good progression musically for us. Like, you know, not that there's anything wrong with writing songs that sound the same for your whole career, but for us, yeah, that was
something different, right? Like it was like a slightly different. It came from a different spot. Like it started in a like, because usually it's more kind of like, you know, you've got some chords and some lyrics and we work from there. And with that one, it was a bit more of a, like, I think it came out of that like riff at the start and we wrote it in a different way.
Yeah, because I guess you never set out to say, write a bunch of different songs or write songs in a certain style. That was probably one where it was just a nice moment. You kind of discover it and then you go, oh, this is a new kind of like element. And most importantly, like we get to play that live and it adds a different flavor to the set and all of that. So yeah, I would actually agree. Yeah, I probably wouldn't know off the top of my head other than Radio Inactive is probably a very, very much one of those songs where it felt like it came together and it was quite fun. I'll quickly shout out the video because once again we had our great mates Luke who filmed that. He filmed the 30,000 and he's still around and went at it again with Toby. And also that's my family home and my sister Eloise did an awesome job putting the editing the clip together, and she did an immense amount of work. But yeah, that harkens back to a house where we used to rehearse in even early days. So
really special to document those kind of things, and you don't even realize at the time who you're roping in and what part of that journey they're going to play in amongst the time. But great to have them as part of the journey on any band's journey. It's not a cheap exercise to put together music. Might be for some, but not for people that generally are doing it for love. So just kind of very quickly on behalf of all the punters that ever listen to any of your music, ever get to one of your gigs, thanks for doing what you do, largely unrewarded financially, and it takes your money that you put into this, plus some other people that believe in what you're doing. So thanks for doing what you do. Long may it continue. You're blessed to have that talent you've got. Keep transporting us to another place.
Thank you, Aaron. We like to shower all of our Wees and Luke and Toby and our partners in our band rider every time we get it. So the band never, you know, if you're an independent musician, you never see your band rider. All of the people that help you get to the gig and go to the gig take your band rider, as they rightly should for the rest of your independent music career.
Yes, we pay in drinks. Yep. All right, so let's touch on, before we go to the next one, this coming up, June 20.
Yeah.
Tandsworth Hotel in Beechworth. Talk to us about, it's a single launch for you guys.
Yeah, is that yes, that's at Tandswell's Hotel in Beechworth. Lovely town, lovely venue. We've been there once or twice before. And it's an awesome little trip out there. And you're opening that as well? Yeah. So also you get to see Liam do double duty, playing the set beforehand. But
very cool.
So it's a little bit of a trek away, but we're going to see who we can rope up there. But just as happy to have punters. There's actually quite a few that go to that pub and must love the music.
It's a great little venue in Doug Wallen books that place, and he's supported a bunch of our bands over the years.
Doug's been a really good support of all of the bands that we're in over the years. And actually last time we played there, Aaron, which was for our Radio and an Active single in November, we did a show in Melbourne and then we went to Tanswell's. It was so hot in the town that the power grid or whatever it is just completely fizzed 5 minutes before Liam had set up to play his solo project, Sitting Giant. Like, he'd set up all his pedals, his guitars, his acoustic guitars, and he's literally about to play the first chord and the whole town just went they were like, sorry, that's, so
and then the power didn't come back on until 2:00 in the morning.
Till 2:00 in the morning, and it was so hot, and all of our partners were there, and we run out of rider, so we just had to say, thank you for being here. But Doug invited us back for this single launch, which we're really excited to go, and it's significantly cooler in Victoria at the moment, so we won't have any
Oh, look, you
Touch
can
wood.
always put jumpers on if the power goes out.
Yeah,
it's better, better than if it's hot.
But yeah, Beechworth's
Absolutely.
great. And the bakery, Beechworth Bakery, you have to get a bee sting, which is it's like a pastry, a sugared pastry with cream and yummy things in it.
Yes, it doesn't sound too good for the old cholesterol or the body, but more enjoyment for the night for sure, or day. Talk to us about Sitting Giant. What can we expect?
It's something I've sort of tinkered with for years and not ever done a lot with, but it's basically just like a project of stuff that songs that kind of never really fit with other projects that I was in, and then I realized it was kind of sitting in a more, I guess, like folky kind of area. And I've got like a bit of a home studio set up at home and stuff, so I do a bunch of home recording with that one myself. And I've got, Sam's played drums on some songs, and so I've roped some friends in to play on some stuff. I haven't actually released any of it yet, but trying to kind of start doing a couple of gigs with it. I'm putting a small band together for it that'll be a little bit more kind of low key. Yep. Yeah, so it's quite different to other stuff I've done. It's not as kind of loud and it's sort of electric guitar-y. It's a bit more kind of pulled back.
Sam and I can certify that it's really good. We've both listened to the recordings, and we're really excited. So we keep trying to get Liam to be the opener so we can kind of,
Cool.
I might have been listening to it for years, because I think I got given a Google Drive folder that I've been listening to for a while. So yeah, I've been advocating for a while.
Yeah, so we're very excited.
But it'll be nice. I've never done one solo gig before, so it'll just be the second one I've ever done. So
awesome. That sounds super exciting. Where the Sitting Giant becomes more than that, and Humpty Dumpty gets his way and turns into Sitting Giant. So it could be the theme of the day.
Yeah,
I like that.
All right, we're going to play. What are we going to play? Here we go with Navy Strength. Talk to me a little bit about that before we play the clip. What can you tell us?
I was reading far too much Haruki Murakami. I got really into Haruki Murakami books. My brother works at a bookshop, and he always recommends things. And yeah, a lot of my lyrics come from different things I'm reading, or different places I go. And there's a line in Men Without Women by Haruki Murakami, and it says something about being connected by a string and it not breaking, and no matter where you go, you're always connected to something. And again, I spent far too much time with my inner monologues on that line, as it really resonated with me. And Men Without Women is a really beautiful book. And I wrote Navy Strength after reading that book. And it's about connection and Haruki Murakami.
All right, here it is, Navy Strength. See what you get out of this one.
I still smell you everywhere. I still breathe in all you're still in.
There you go. The tide is turning and you still love me. That's a pretty cool line.
Thanks. I was also really into Ben Salter's song You, Me, and the Sea. That's one of my favorite songs ever written. And every time I see Ben Salter live, I hope he does that song, because I just think that is one of, I wish I'd written that song, and I think it's one of the best songs that's been written from Australian music in a long time. So it was, a lot of different influences coming in, and it's
beautiful. And Navy Strength. I just realized where I'd seen it before, the name Navy Strength. And when I do notice Navy Strength, it's generally been on alcohol.
Yes, I like to have little, Easter eggs or word play and little things that I do. I don't know how subtle or how unsubtle they are, but going with the sea theme, and it's blue, and then I think of different things, and I think of Navy strength, and then I think of, I think literally, what does Navy strength mean? Like the Navy and being strong, and I don't know. I think I'm a prisoner of my own brain. It's like my own Wordle that I play with word association and breaking things down and then putting them back together. And well, Navy is blue, and the sea is blue, which is Ben Salter's You, Me, and the Sea, and strength is strong. And anyway, it's never ending.
The never-ending journey. I love that in your head. And if ever it makes the paper or comes out of that beautiful voice of yours, it's a special moment. So thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right. April's Child before we finish up, and then we're going to a few more little quick chat on quick fire, a couple of questions. And here it is, April's Child.
April's Child is one of fierce independence. Frosted trees and hailstorms foster confidence. I hide inside, I am scared of the rainfall, while April's Child is running around barefoot in the storm.
All right, go and investigate that one a little further. April's Child. It's a great clip. Talk to us about putting that clip together, guys.
I think it's more you than anything.
April's Child. Yeah, it's funny because all of our video clips, we don't really like to dictate how they're filmed, what's filmed, the themes that, we're good at music. We're good at writing. Well, we like writing the music we write. It's what our strong suit is. So we get, different directors and videographers approach us and have their own ideas about different songs. We don't choose, Nadine Salita, she really wanted to do Navy Strength, film a video for that. And she had this clear idea and we just go along with it. April's Child was Francisco Flood filmed that, and he really connected to that song, and he reached out and he said he wanted to do a video clip for April's Child, and we filmed it at Rye Beach with those beautiful shots that you saw, and he
was a back beach somewhere.
Beach, yeah, and he was really into having that color bleed in as the violin part sort of unfold and the song unfolds. So that was all Francisco's, idea. And it was a really fun day on the beach. It's really interesting to see how videographers and people who do, music video clips, how they see our music, because, we only hear it. I never have an idea of what we should do for video clips. I'm stumped. It's not like we write the songs and we go, we should go on a beach and do this and do that. And, Radio and Active, we should go to the Mayer household and film something with a cool, camcorder. But it's really cool to see other people take the music and turn it into something that they, that they're passionate about and they see. So we filmed that over 2 days or 1 day?
I think it was 2 days.
2 days.
So there was a bit of filming in Melbourne and then a bit of filming in Rye.
Yeah.
It was probably the most involved we've ever gone with a video. It was the most effort we've put into making one.
Yeah. And we had Danny down from Perth, which was really fun. He appeared. So that's good.
Yeah. It's the only time we've been able to do a video with Danny. So that was nice.
Yeah, both Navy Strength and April's Child off negative into positives. Pretty cool cover. This one too. Give that someone a little shout out there for this cover.
That's a wonderful poet, Australian poet and artist, Bella Lee. And she has done all of our artwork up until Blue Bricks. She did our 7-inch and our 12-inch. She's her poetry is really amazing, actually, and she does her own collages in her poetry books that she writes. And we were lucky. We approached Bella and asked her if she'd do some artwork for us. And again, we don't like to dictate what people do or how the artwork turns out, so we just let Bella be, and she came with that, which was really beautiful. And then Sam's sister, Eloise Mayer, she takes the artwork and then turns it into something really amazing. If you get the 12-inch, we've got some copies still available on our Bandcamp page, but if you buy the 12-inch EP and turn it on the back, it's just the design that Eloise does and she continues to do for our work is just so amazing. So that's Bella Lee did that artwork, and then Eloise designed the physical
packaging
EP and the packaging. Yeah,
beautiful little sprinkle of magic visually to touch on combining the beautiful tracks that are the audio versions of The Great Falls. All right, just to finish up, a couple of quick ones for you guys. What song out of what you've written so far do you think kind of best describes or defines the band at the moment?
Ooh, tricky.
You all might have a different take on this, but we'll get one from all of you. Or maybe it's the one song you're most resonating with at the moment out of all of them.
Yeah, I'd probably, I might have said Radio and Active. We mentioned that earlier, but it's more of a stands by itself a bit. I might just say Blue Bricks, just to plug the single.
I was actually Blue Bricks as
well,
because
I think it's quite a comprehensive song.
It feels like it takes a bunch of different things we've done and sort of fits them together. It feels like the most the most grateful song we've made.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it's like it.
So that might be it.
Yeah, because it reminds me of some of the older songs, but then it has a little bit more of the kind of weirdness that we were trying to do with radio. And yeah, I don't know. It seems to link them together a bit.
And the lyrics, I really am happy with the lyrics because I think they're a good balance of serious but also playful.
Yeah, a bit of levity. And,
you know, I was listening to a lot of Phoebe Bridges when I wrote Blue Bricks, and I've spoken about before how I really like her songwriting, how it can be like completely earnest and really, you know, soul crushing, some of her lines. But then the next line is, she writes, I ask you, how is playing drums? And you said it's too much shit to carry. And you're like, oh,
yeah.
Just the placement of having those, you know, that duality of, so yeah, I think Blue Bricks is really cool in that way. Like the boys said, I'm not sure if this is cheating, Aaron, but we have a new song that we haven't recorded it yet, but it's one of the new songs that will be on our album, and it's called The East Wing. And I think I'm really into that song, and I'm really proud of how that sounds and how we wrote that. And so I'm excited to record that song too.
True.
So yeah, our newer releases, which I guess is a good sign.
Yeah.
That's not cheating. That's called a beautiful intro into the future of what's to come for Great Falls. So keep an eye out for that one. A fave at the moment for sure. Now, studio or live performance? What's your favorite?
As much as love the studio stuff, it's always going to be live.
Yeah, I think it's live performance for me.
Live.
Yep.
It's just, live. It's fun.
I love both, but
Yeah.
live.
It's fun. You live for the live shows, you know.
Yep. And Liam, you're going to love it even more with Sitting Giant now that it's becoming live, right?
I'm going to be playing a lot.
Double love.
Double duties.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Double duties. Yeah, tough gig. But that's how you pay the bills.
Yeah.
We keep, because we're all in various bands, and we keep threatening each other by doing a bill that is just like a 4-band bill of everybody's bands, so nobody gets a rest. But I think it's a terrible idea, which is why we haven't done it yet. But we always say maybe.
Maybe
I
one
think
day.
it's a great idea. Yep, it's a little festival for Humpty Dumpty. So get that one going. All right, the biggest musical influence. Just give me one of each for each of you.
Definitely for this band, I'm gonna have to say Sharon Van Etten's "Are We There." I think that album is stunning. I just think I'll be listening to that till I croak. Yeah, so that record definitely.
Elliott Smith's EXO.
Yeah. No, so I'm always bad at thinking on the spot. I don't know if it's connected to Great Falls so much, but my absolute favorite band at the moment is Pile, an American band, and just any of their recent stuff is awesome. And the drummer's awesome, so I guess there's a little thing there.
Yeah, there's a little connection there for sure. All right, and the dream venue to play. If you haven't already played it, or in the future to play it, maybe local, think bigger and think big stage. The world's your environment now, your oyster. Where would you like to position the band one day? Give me one stadium that you'd love to play.
I already know what.
Oh, I know what
I've got mine.
but I can't say because we can't say yet.
I don't know. I've got one.
Well, then think bigger. You have to think bigger then, because that means you're doing it.
I absolutely love the Forum.
Oh, the Forum.
It's just a beautiful room.
The Forum is
Absolutely.
And it
beautiful.
would be amazing.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Forum would be beautiful, just to look up and see those stars.
Yeah, the stars on the
and
ceiling.
on the ceiling with all the
So,
statues.
and it's just a great space. And I've seen so many amazing gigs there.
Yeah, so many good gigs. Yeah,
That's true.
the Forum would be pretty special. Or Golden Plains. You know, we've all been going to Golden Plains Music Festival since we were little squirts, and you know, seen so many amazing people play there. Dick Diver, Eddie Current, you know, you name it. So yeah, I think those two.
All right, and on the world stage, let's call you guys one of the biggest bands in the world in the future, right? Let's put it out there in the future. Who would you like to open for you?
Open for us.
Oh,
Yeah. They could be much larger than you in theory.
You've
got it.
You've got it.
I feel the energy.
Dolly Parton.
That's pretty
Cool.
good.
there we
I
go.
like that.
Yeah.
Like-
I think we can go with
To
that.
anybody that is not into that, I challenge you to just look at YouTube videos of Dolly Parton playing kick-ass guitar with acrylic nails that are like
that long.
that long. I can't play guitar very well with my stubby nails, and Dolly
Yes.
just sits up there and she has a 30-centimeter acrylics.
She'd
and
blow you
she,
off the stage though.
yeah,
But that's okay.
but that's okay. I know that's an obscure one, but I think
No,
I
it's
would
good.
just.
It's good. I like it.
Do you,
Yeah. No, that's the official band answer.
There you go. Put it out
So-
there. Put it out there in the world. Who knows? It could happen. If you think about it enough, you just don't know, right? It could happen. All right. Let's finish off, and thank you for your time tonight. You've been very generous with your time on a Thursday evening, and thank you for joining me. I'd love to connect with you in the future a little bit more as your album continues to progress. Maybe as each single comes in, we can just do a little quick snippet of getting it out there and talking through it, if you don't mind. But just give me one kind of little description of how you'd like people to think about Blue Bricks.
Leaving that to you.
I think however they want, but with a bit of tongue in cheek with the lyrics, and yeah, but however they want. I think we don't. It's funny. Yeah, I like people to just imprint what they want on our songs.
Relate to it how they
Relate
wanna
to
relate
it
to
how
it.
they want. You know, someone might
Oh.
relate to the silly line about doobs in my backyard. And someone might relate to the, geographical disparity of, the themes of the song. So no, I think we like to just make the music and then let other people, we really like hearing what other people think about it and their views. So whatever people want to think about it, which is probably a really lame answer, but it's the truth.
That's all right.
Not very rock
No
and
worries.
roll.
Oh, it's a little rock and roll. You threw it out there and see what comes back, right? All right. And if anyone gets to this gig on June 20 up at Tandsworth, what do you hope that they take away?
The
Other than
sitting
something from the
giant,
writer?
sitting giant should definitely record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out of there.
It feels like bullying slightly, but
Yeah, it's also like we're just pushing our little dove into the world. Fly. Yeah. Don't fall off the wall. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. All the best for especially that gig on June 20, but into the future, what comes for Great Falls. It's a play on words for Great Falls. It's one of those moments. There's no such thing as a great fall. But in this case, there absolutely is. So thanks for guys for putting this together. Long may this project continue and all other projects that you guys get involved in. And we'll see you out there in the big world soon.
Thank you, Aaron. We really
Thanks.
Aaron.
appreciate it.
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.
Fantastic to connect to these guys from Great Falls to Sam, Liam, and Lillian. Thank you for joining me. It's really been a nice chat. So really appreciated this one, especially. But tonight, a huge thank you for you guys for joining me. It's always good to connect to new people and new bands. Thanks to Ed Aitchison from Wild PR for connecting us. If you'd love to hear more about Blue Bricks, please jump on the links to Great Falls and check them all out. It's ready to go now. So you can follow the band across socials. We'll post those kind of in the comments. And it sounds like there's plenty more to come for the band. So thanks everyone for tuning in to see what's been happening. And we'll see you on the next episode very soon. Enjoy the week. See ya.